everybody. I am finally here at Amicalola Falls State Park. It was a long 10-hour day of driving yesterday, and then today we spent our whole day basically waiting for our shuttle. And now it is 3:20 p.m. We've already started hiking, and we are at the falls, which are right beside me. And we're just about to start all of the steps up. So getting excited, getting kind of nervous, but I know that after the steps, the approach trail should be okay. The shuttle driver today told us that the approach trail is kind of like eating like 5 or 6 big donuts. He said eat one donut at a time, you're gonna be okay. If you eat them all at the same time, you're gonna get sick. So he said just kind of break up the steps by little sections and, you know, take breaks, take breathers, you'll be okay. So that's what we're gonna do. See how it goes. The time, like I said, a little after 3. We were hoping to hike like 6 or 7 miles today. I'm not sure that's actually gonna be happening. We might stop at a tent site a little bit earlier, which is totally fine. We do not plan to get to Springer until tomorrow morning. So just getting ready to get started, just updating you all about the day so far, and we'll see how it goes.
Not literally, but I am at 120 on my falls.
All right, first question, how are the stairs?
They're brutal.
Yeah.
They are brutal.
I agree.
Take them slow.
All right, how was it? How were the stairs?
Wow, 600 stairs, crazy.
Piece of cake, right?
It was
super easy.
Tiring, but the views, even though it's foggy, was amazing.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, what do you think about the rain?
Feels refreshing right now.
Okay, that's fair.
My feet are still dry. Poncho is working great. Just a little hot, and the rain is, I feel like it's cooling me off.
Yeah.
It's a good, clear air to breathe in.
All right, thank you. Okay, so I think we're about 1.8 miles now up the trail. We're having some ascents, but overall the approach trail's been okay since the stairs are now over. It says we still have another 5.1 miles to get to the shelter that we were hoping to stay at tonight. We'll see. It's been raining. It's starting to get dark because of the clouds. We'll see if we make it. It's probably pretty hard to see me, but I wanted to update that we are in our tents now for the night. We ended up going 4.4 miles today, and we have another just about 4 miles to go until we get to Springer Mountain tomorrow, where we'll officially start the Appalachian Trail. The hike today was good, very rainy. We had a bit of a frustrating shuttle experience. We had communicated with our shuttle driver that we could be picked up earlier if possible. He said that he would pick us up earlier, but then he ended up being about an hour late. Actually, it was just over an hour late. So that was kind of a bit of a frustrating start to our day, but it's okay. We made the most of it, and I was not at all surprised that we did not actually hit the shelter for tonight. But we ate dinner, we hung up our food, set up our tents, and now just getting ready to go to bed for the night. So tomorrow is officially the start. Good morning from Springer Mountain. We woke up early this morning and packed up in the rain and made the 4-ish mile trek here to Springer. It's been like a drizzle the whole morning with like flooded trails. And then within the last, I would say 10 minutes or maybe 15 minutes, the rain has really picked up in intensity. So we're here, but we're wet and we're tired. It was a slippery trail, but made it to Springer. All right, this is just a view of the plaque here for Springer Mountain and just the absolute massive mud puddles everywhere. Say hi, Andrew.
Hi.
And this is our beautiful summit view. I would say it was not worth the effort, but we had to do it anyways, so it's fine. And I just noticed our white blazes over there heading down the trail.
First white blaze.
First white blaze, actually the first white blaze I think is over here. Let's walk to it very carefully.
So much water.
Oh hey, it was probably good to walk down here because there's also another trail, like another plaque.
Time for a seashell.
And a seashell. Good morning, everyone. It's officially day 2 on the Appalachian Trail, but I wanted to take a minute and reflect on yesterday because I didn't do much filming, and I want to make sure that I remember all the details of what's happened so far. Yesterday morning, we woke up to a rainy morning, and because we weren't able to get to the camp that we wanted to, all of us were a little low on water. So we kind of rushed our morning preparations to make it to the next water source, which was about 2 miles away. And by the time we got there, it was raining and wet, so just didn't take a lot of time for like breakfast or coffee or anything like that yesterday morning. But we did finally make it to Springer. That was great. It was good to finally be on the AT. But as you saw in the footage, it was really wet and rainy. Puddles were everywhere. So after just a couple minutes at the summit, the 4 of us quickly made our way to the Springer Mountain shelter, where we kind of set up for a while just to gather ourselves, eat a couple bites, and just kind of dry out for a few minutes. While we were there, a ridge runner came through. His name was Chris. He was extremely kind and helpful. He advised us of upcoming thunderstorms yesterday afternoon and advised us that we were under a tornado watch. So we kind of discussed with him what some of our options would be, and he thought the best thing for us would be to go to Stover Creek campsite and hunker down there through the storm. So that's what we did. That was about, I think, 2.3 miles, I think, from Springer Mountain Summit, so, or maybe 2.8, but anyways, less than 3 miles. So we got there about 1:45 yesterday, and literally as we were like walking up to the shelter, like downpour rain, so we felt like we really made a good decision. We ended up staying there for the rest of the afternoon and evening and slept there last night in the shelter. Very, very thankful for the shelter. I didn't think I would ever want to sleep in one, but when the winds were crashing and we could hear branches falling, I was just so glad I wasn't in my tent and that I was dry. That was a great feeling. Unfortunately, I did develop a pretty bad headache yesterday, but I was able to get that under control with some ibuprofen and some food. And surprisingly, I slept really well last night, so I'm feeling really good today, and we're hoping to make it up with a good day of hiking.